Parshas Shemini, Torah tells us, this is what Hashem says. Zeh hadavar, this thing, this one thing. You can also read Zeh hadavar, this one thing. Hashem tzivu, Hashem tasu, what Hashem tells you should do. Have a year lechem koyed Hashem, and Hashem's presence will be revealed. So there's a teaching from the Holy Baal Shem. Baal Shem Tov teaches Tzivas Revash. She'ila adam tamid rak machshava achas, that a person should always have one thought. One thought, just one single thought. As the verse, the pasuk says in Kehelas, "Elikim asa she'ir milfanav vehem bikar chashbeinus rabim." Hashem created man to be in awe, to be in the presence of Hashem, with an awareness to be in the presence of Hashem. Vehema bikar chashbeinus rabim. They seek many different ideas, which means so Baal Shem says that the reason why a person has bilbul, a person has a lot of different distractions and ideas going on, is because they have a lot of different thoughts. And the truth is, we just have to have one thought. V'yachshav, what should a thought be? That everything that happens in this world, everything that's created, every single experience that we have, every single thing we see, every single thing we hear, everything in this world, Hashem's presence is there. Everything is filled with Hashem's presence. This is the thought, the one thought that we should have. There's a story that's brought down, the Talmud brings down the story, that there was a Yid called, the story is also brought in Shifra Baal Shem, that there was a famous rabbi called Rav Nachman, that was a big tzaddik, a holy Jew, and he was a bar plukta of the Baal Shem, which means he didn't understand the ways of the Baal Shem Tov. He argued with the Baal Shem, but he never met the Baal Shem Tov himself, and he told the students to stay away from the Baal Shem Tov. Once the students told the Baal Shem, told her this from Nachman, that maybe it would be worth just to go see who this person that you're talking about so negatively, maybe just go see who he is. Go meet the Baal Shem Tov once, and then you'll decide seriously on a real level. You can ask him questions, you can see how he behaves, and then you'll decide what type of person the Baal Shem Tov is. So he came to the Baal Shem, and he came to the Baal Shem Tov. Baal Shem Tov treated him with great honor, great respect. He was this famous rabbi. And when Rav Nachman was together with Baal Shem Tov, he told the Baal Shem Tov that people say about you that you're able to read man's thoughts. So tell me what I'm thinking about. So the Baal Shem Tov said that it's known that thoughts come and go every single moment. It's lovish surah, it's boishet surah, it takes a new form. A person's thoughts is continuous. So you have to focus for one moment on one particular thought, and when you focus on the one thought, I'll tell you what that thought is. So he said, okay, fine. I'm going to think one thought, and you tell me what that thought is. So he concentrated his mind, he thought for one thought for a moment, and the Baal Shem Tov said that you were thinking about Shavisi Hashem al-Nagdasamid, that Hashem's presence is in front of me at all times, the name of Hashem. The Yudke Vavke, you were thinking about this name that was present in front of you. So Rabbi Nachman said, okay, that's not such a big kunst, it's not such a trick. Every person has to think that. Every Yid has to think this always. Shavisi Hashem al-Nagdasamid. So of course he knew that I'm thinking Shavisi Hashem al-Nagdasamid. So Baal Shem Tov says, no. The truth is that a person has to have the presence of Hashem in front of him at all time. Shavisi Hashem. And like the older Kabbalim write, Shavisi Hashem, it's brought down the Beis Yosef, it's brought down by Yitzchak Nako, that Shavisi Hashem is actually the letters, Yud Kei Vav Kei, the letters of the name of Hashem, the Yud and Hey Vav Hey, have to be in front of a person's eyes at all time. But the Baal Shem Tov said there's other names that you could have thought of. It doesn't have to be specifically this specific name, Yud Kei Vav Kei. You have to have the presence of Hashem's name, any name of Hashem, in front of you at all times. The fact that you're looking at Yud Kei Vav Kei shows that I can read your thoughts. This is the story that's brought down to Shifra Baal Shem, which the Talmud also brings down Bekitzer in short. What's the depth of this story? Besides that, it's a nice story. The depth of the story is like this. It's really an argument. This is the way the Torah understand this. It's really an argument is when a person has to think of the name of Hashem or the presence of Hashem, that we're standing in Neichach Pnei Hashem, standing in Hashem's presence at all times. Is it specifically that we have to think Yud Kei Vav Kei, the name of Hashem, or we have to think any name? And this is a new shitta, this is a new path that the Baal Shem Tov opened up. This Rav Nachman was saying that when a person concentrates their thoughts and has a moment to think, and they're idle because they're not thinking or learning or they're not praying for one moment, the kavanah, their intention should be right away, Shavisi Hashem, the name of Hashem should be in front of their eyes. Comes along Baal Shem and says, no, you can't force it. Whatever name of Hashem comes up, and there's, like it's brought down Shem al Baditchever, the name of the Baditchever Rav, that there's Dveikus al Yidei Oisius and Dveikus Shalei Yidei Oisius. The Dveikus that a person has the Klif to Hashem through letters and through names, and there's Dveikus Klif to Hashem not through letters. That the Baal Shem Tov teaches a new path. The Baal Shem Tov says you can't force things. You can't say at this point now I'm going to see the Yud Kei Vav Kei in this world. I'm going to see the name of Hashem in this world. Or at this point now I'm going to see the Chesed of Hashem in this world. You have to see whatever comes organically. What the Baal Shem Tov is teaching is as follows, that every experience that you have in life, every single experience that you have in life, you have fear, you have love, you're enticed, you're worried, every single experience you have in this world, there's a name of Hashem. The name of Hashem does not only necessarily mean the actual physical letters of the name of Hashem. The name of Hashem means there's another divine expression in this experience. Whatever experience that you're having, try to go to the depth of that experience and to have dveikus in that experience. Any experience that you're having. With machshava achas, always have that one thought. Let's say a person's feeling happy. Someone told you good news. You made money, you had a child, whatever it is, something nice happened to you that makes you happy. For whatever reason, this thing makes you happy, and you feel happy. Machshava achas means take that one thought and say, okay, I'm happy. Thank you, Hashem. Thank you, Hashem, for allowing me to be happy in this moment. I feel your kindness in this moment. A person feels vulnerable. A person feels small. A person is just not to say, okay, I feel scared. But take it one step further and make it into a state that you can feel dveikus with Hashem. Whatever the experience is and whatever the situation is. That's the machshava achas, what the Baal Shem Tov is teaching. Think this thought. Whatever you're experiencing, no matter the type of experience that you're having, Hashem's presence is being present here, and you can connect to that experience. This is on a spiritual level, what the Baal Shem Tov is teaching. And I think there's also but there's also a practical application as well for this machshava achas. And this we find in some of the Talmidei Baal Shem, Rabbi and other sources, which bring down this idea of machshava achas, one thought. One thought means like this. Sometimes a person, let's say for example, a person is a father or a mother, and they look at their child and they see, I'm not such a good father. I don't spend a lot of time with my child. Or I'm not such a good husband, not such a good wife. I don't spend a lot of time with my wife, my husband. I don't give them attention. I'm going to, from now on, be a totally new person. I have a lot of thoughts, big ambitions. From now on, I'm going to be the best father, the best mother, the best son, the best daughter, the most attentive. I have trouble praying. For now, I'm going to have intention kavanah for the entire day, for the entire davening. I have trouble learning. This year, I'm going to finish Shas. Just huge machshavas, a lot of thoughts. Comes the Baal Shem and says, machshava achas. You want to be a good father? You want to be a good mother? Don't tell yourself, from now on, I'm going to be the best possible father in the world. Don't do that. It's never going to work. Maybe it'll work for one day, and then you're going to go back to your old patterns of behavior. Do machshava achas. Think to yourself, what does it mean to be a good father? Every time when I come home from work, the first thing that I'm going to do is spend time with my children. 10 minutes. I'm not going to speak to anyone. I'm not going to be on the phone. I'm going to put down the phone. Right when I come into the house, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to spend 10 minutes with my children, asking them how their day was. That's a machshava achas. Not, for now, I'm going to be the best father. I'm going to spend my whole nights with my children. I'm going to be involved in every single aspect of their lives. I'm going to learn with them and ask them their questions. No, that's a lot of machshavas. It's a lot of ambition, and it never comes to fruition. The best solution to change is to change with one thought. If you're a person that's struggling with anger, don't say, from now on, I'm never going to be angry again. But say, every single day I know at lunch break, there's a particular person that makes me angry, and every time I have the same reaction to that what that person says. But from now on, at that conversation, I'm going to be quiet. One thought. And that brings success. Success brings success. Mitzvah gures mitzvah. You do one little action, brings to another bigger action, to a bigger action. And this is another way of understanding the teaching of the Baal Shem Tov. The teaching says, machshava achas. Whenever you want to change, think one thought. One thing in your life that you're going to change about that situation. You want to be a better father, a better mother? Do one thing in the right direction, and the one thing will lead to 2 to 3 until you become the person that you want to become.